Hi everyone, and welcome to another apartment building video. So this is another apartment for my Sims 4 Season 2 Let's Play, and this is actually the last one that I'm going to be making before finally bringing the Let's Play back. And just in case you're new to my channel or aren't familiar with the series, it's a Let's Play that I put on hold a few months ago because I wanted to transition from mainly focusing on the first generation Sims, who we followed in the first season of the Let's Play and a bit of the second, to following their children. And I needed to make some builds for them to live in as they moved out on their own. I also just wanted to give everyone makeovers, so I just took a break from the Let's Play to do those things, and yeah, this is the last apartment, so we're almost ready to bring this series back. I just need to work on the makeovers for all the Sims. But a bit about the build before getting back to the logistics of when this is going to be coming back. This apartment is for a couple named Ryan and Caden. And both of them have the Geek trait, which is why this apartment is called Geek Apartment or Geeky Apartment or whatever it is that I'm going to be calling it. And I tried to make this apartment suit that trait of theirs. So throughout the apartment I put a lot of posters. I also put a bunch of collectible items, mainly the My Sim dolls, and I think I put a few of the gem items throughout the place, but I was trying to give it a feel of Sims who, you know, like to collect stuff and are into video games and all that stuff that I guess is typically associated with being geeky. And honestly, this is my favorite apartment that I've made for these Sims. I just love how it turned out. And I did use, I think it was 18 Culpepper House for this, so they're actually in the same apartment building as Caden's brothers, so that's cool. They can hang out with each other easily. So this was originally a one-bedroom apartment, but I just split the bedroom into two bedrooms because it was huge, and I felt like it would be a bit better if it was a two-bedroom apartment, so you have one bedroom that's actually their bedroom, and then the other bedroom is this really cool kind of hobby room. So one of them, Ryan, is a scientist, so we just have a bunch of scientist equipment in there for him, and then Caden is in the tech guru career, so he has a computer desk in there, so it's just kind of it's kind of a workspace for both of them. Other than splitting the bedroom, the only other change that I really made to the layout was swapping where the living room and kitchen are. Because originally the living room was right here, but I thought the space would work a lot better for the kitchen, so I went ahead and made that swap. And I originally thought about giving these two a bigger apartment, like one with 3 bedrooms in it. Because out of the second generation Sims, they're probably gonna be the first to get married and next to have kids. So I thought it might be good to give them an apartment that they could start a family in. But I decided not to because right now all of the Sims are going to be living in apartments, and I don't want it to stay that way for the remainder of the Let's Play. I want, you know, some of them to eventually move out into the suburbs. So I decided to just give an apartment that was small enough that maybe they could kind of start a family in it. Like, maybe it'll be fine when the kid's young, but then as they get older, they're definitely going to need to move to a bigger place. So then from there I can move them out to... I was actually thinking of moving them to Oasis Springs because I could see them living in a really cool modern science lab kind of house. Like, it might actually be kind of cool to make a house for them that looks like a repurposed science lab or something like that, like a little science lab. Yeah, I might do that in the future. That's probably going to be a way off though, but I could definitely see them living in a house like that someday. So this is just going to be more of a temporary living situation until whenever it is that they decide to start a family. But as far as when this Let's Play is going to be coming back, because a few of you haven't asked me about that recently, it'll be back after my Let's Split a Penthouse series ends, which will be very soon because that's going to be ending at part 15, and part 13 just went up this past week. Part 14 is going to be going up in a couple of days. So it'll be over within a couple of weeks, and then shortly after that, this series will return. But I don't think it's going to end up returning the Wednesday after that series ends, because I do want the series to regularly go up on Wednesdays like the Let's Play has been going up on, because I still need to do the makeovers for all the Sims, and I'm going to need a bit of time to do that, so I think I'm going to need more than a couple of weeks. So what I'll probably do is upload one of the makeover videos on the Wednesday after the Let's Play ends, and then hopefully I'll be able to get the other makeover video up between then and the next Wednesday, and hopefully the next Wednesday I can start the series. If not then it'll be the Wednesday after that. Or maybe I'll start a little before that. I don't know, but it's basically, it's going to be starting up within a few weeks after the Let's Play ends, and yeah, so I said 2 makeover videos because I've decided that I want to do a makeover video for the first generation Sims and then another one for the second generation Sims. Because originally I was going to just give the second generation Sims makeovers, but I realized that it's probably time to age the original first generation Sims up into elders because they've been adults for a very long time. And I thought it'd be good to give them some makeovers to go with the new stage of life, so I think I'll age them up and then give them makeovers and make a video of that and put it up, and then I'll of course have another makeover video for the second generation Sims, because it's just going to be too many makeovers in one video if I combine all of that into one, because it's a total of, what, like 20 Sims? I don't know, like I haven't really counted up all of the Sims in the series, but I think at this point it's like 20 something, like 20, 21, I don't know. It's a lot of Sims, so just too many makeovers to fit into one video, so I'm just gonna split it up into two. So yeah, I just need some time to work on that. But here in the apartment, we're almost done with the main living area, and here you can see their living room with some yellow accents, and they also of course have a video game system, and I also got the video game controller object from the Show Hidden Objects cheat, stuck that on the coffee table because I thought that'd be a really nice little decoration. And then they also have a poster that I think is supposed to be like a video game poster because it was one of the ones from City Living, so I think that's what they're supposed to be. So yeah, I had to get that for them because I just see the two of them being really into playing video games together. And speaking of video games, I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild recently because we got a Nintendo Switch. And I actually didn't think I was going to end up playing that game much because, don't judge me, but I've never played a Zelda game before. Like, I of course know about the franchise and I've watched other people playing the games, but I never ended up playing one myself. So my boyfriend got the game and I thought, maybe I'll dabble in it a little bit, but I'm probably not really going to get into it. But then I was watching him play it and it just looked like it was really cool, and I liked the open world aspect of it. It looked like it was fun, so I decided to give it a go myself. And the first time I played it for like 5 or 6 hours straight, and I just like could not stop playing it. It's so much fun. And whenever I go to play it, I tell myself, oh, I'll play for like 15 minutes or an hour or something like that, and then it ends up turning into like 2 or 3 hours, just because I have so much fun with it that just I lose track of time. And this is actually the first time in a while I've just played, like really gotten into playing a game other than The Sims. And honestly, it feels kind of weird because I feel like I should be playing The Sims instead of playing it. Like, I should be working on builds for videos, or like maybe instead of playing that, I should make a current household so I can make current household videos. But then I was like, no, it's good to just have a game to, just play for myself without worrying about like making videos on it or anything like that. Like, it's just pretty relaxing. I'm someone who always feels like I should be doing something productive, but I've also realized that sometimes I just need to just take a break and relax because I'm not a robot. I can't be doing something productive every minute of the day or else I'll get burnt out. So yeah, I've really been enjoying just playing the game and just exploring it, and I just had a lot of fun with it. I'm not sure how many hours I put into it so far. Like, I'd say maybe like 15-ish? I don't know. Like, honestly, I haven't been keeping track of it that well. But yeah, like I guess we'll say like 15 hours into the game, and at this point I've only gotten one of the divine beasts. It was the elephant one, and if you don't play the game, then you have no clue what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's like I'm 15 hours into the game, and I feel like there's so much in it that I haven't done. Like, I think I only have like half of the map, filled out. So there's just like half the world I haven't even explored yet, and so much of the story I haven't even got through yet. And I've heard about people being like 80 hours into the game and still they still haven't finished the story. So it's honestly crazy how much there is to do in the game. And I feel like I'll probably have put like 100 hours into it by the time I actually finish it, which will probably be like a year from now. And it also makes me want to try some of the other Zelda games, although I know that they're a bit different than this one is, so I'm not sure if I'm going to like them as much as this game. But yeah, I still want to try out some of them, and I feel like also since this is my first Zelda game, I've got kind of a different opinion of it than perhaps some people who have played the other ones do, because like I've talked to people who have played a bunch of them, and then they had some more complaints about the game than I did. But yeah, it definitely makes me want to try out some of the other games. So yeah, that's something that I've been doing with my time recently. But getting back to the build, we're working on Ryan and Caden's bedroom right now. And with this bedroom, I wanted to have a lot of whites in it, just because, for whatever reason, I like the look of whites against brick, especially the curtains around the bed, and then the cover of the bed itself, and shortly I changed the wall from purple back to more of a whitish color just to go with that brighter look that I wanted to have in this room, although it's not really a super bright room because we do have some blacks mixed in with it, but I'm still really happy with how this bedroom turned out, although the second bedroom in this apartment is probably my favorite part of the apartment because I'm just so happy with how that room turned out, and I had a lot of fun with furnishing it. So I think we're actually done with the bedroom, so we're on to their workroom or hobby room or whatever it is now. So yeah, like I said before, we have some of the science equipment for Ryan in here in one corner of it, and then in the other corner is an L-shaped desk for Caden, so we just got both of their work areas in here. And yeah, I did cheat a little bit to get the stuff in here because I think Ryan's in level 3 or 4 of the science career, and I can't remember what level it was that they unlocked this equipment, but I don't think it's for a little bit, but I just really wanted to get a certain look for this apartment, so I just cheated anyway and stuck the stuff in here, but I tried to not stick too many of the higher level stuff in there. Like, we've got that, I forget what it was called, the motion thingy that you get pretty early on in the career in there too. And I also wanted to have a shelf above it with some stuff on it, kind of like stuff that perhaps he uses or elixirs he's made, so I just stuck some of the earlier elixirs on top of there, you know, stuff that I got from the Show Hidden Objects sheet, and then we also have some of the crystals and some stone thing up there too. And now we're moving over to Caden's part of the room, and looking back, I probably should have used the gaming computer that was unlocked through the Tech career, but I keep forgetting about that. Like, I keep making rooms for Sims or into gaming and then not using that computer, so I might swap that out before the Let's Play starts. And then there's also that cool object that just looks like some computer cases and hard drives stacked up together. Because I thought that'd be kind of cool, like he's working on computers at his desk too, like building them and stuff like that. And then we also have some shelves above his desk with just a whole bunch of My Sim dolls, kind of like they're things that he's into collecting. But yeah, we're almost at the end of the building part, so I just want to mention that if you want to download this, there'll be a link to do so in the description. And also have other stuff in there and how to find it in the game. But yeah, that's all I have to say, so I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video.